Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. Today I thought we'd start with a little PSA. Ran across this. DeWALT recalls 130,000 drills due to shock hazard. So you can see it's actually a corded drill, and I put all the information on a post that I'll link down below if you want to check it out. But a shock hazard, you know, it's kind of different than the Harbor Freight stuff that we've seen recalled lately. Harbor Freight tends to have a problem with switches and tools turning off, which is a problem when it's a chainsaw and when it's a big-ass torch. But the shock hazard, hey, this is only 110. That's not really going to do that much to you. But you see it's DeWALT DWD 110, DWD 112. We'll skim through all the details real quick and just see what we can glean of what's going on here. It says the drill's wiring can contact internal moving parts, posing a shock hazard, and the remedy is a repair. So that kind of sucks because a lot of times when recalls are issued, you can actually get a brand new product out of the company. So it says wiring can contact internal moving parts. Maybe they just change out some wiring and then put a zip tie on it or some shit to keep it away. I mean, it seems kind of a basic thing maybe. The recall date was February 5th, and the interesting thing that's happened with the recalls lately is when the government shutdown was going on, I guess the company, what's it called? The Consumer Protection Bureau or whatever hell these people are that do the recalls, they were all shut down, so companies couldn't issue recalls. So, like when Harbor Freight did theirs, they announced it on their website and through their social media, but it wasn't officially a recall yet. And DeWALT did the same thing, to where they're just now getting them officially listed on these websites. So, it says it's 122,000 units. In addition, about 8,000 units were sold in Canada. This recall involves the DeWALT, blah blah, 3/8-inch variable speed reversing drills. The drills are yellow with black accents, have a power cable connected at one end. Only drills with date codes 2017-37 FY through 2018-22 FY are affected. I'm not sure what the middle number, the 37 and the 22, but obviously the first one is a year. So you're telling me from 2017 and 2018, in 2 years, DeWALT sold 130,000 corded drills? When I would assume most of the population is buying cordless drills, you know, of people that buy tools? That's shocking to me. 65,000 corded drills a year. That just seems like a lot. And only of these two models do they. How many models of corded drills do they have? They have to have a hammer drill and different things. Anyways, it just seems that's a lot. If the drill is marked with an X after the date code, it has already been inspected and is not affected. And that's kind of interesting too. So they started marking ones with an X that are like post-change. So they discovered there was a problem and they changed something with the drill. And so that they know which ones have already been updated, they marked it with an X. So they knew there was a problem, presumably a while ago. I mean, sometime, it's using the 2018-22 FY date code probably. It's interesting that just now we're getting the recall, and we'll get to it a little bit later, but it's no incidents or injuries were reported, so I don't know. I guess that's also reported to this Protection Bureau. I don't know if injury or incident reported directly to DeWALT would show up on their information sheet. But anyways, the model number is located. We don't care. You guys can find it. These are the UPC codes. I also want to check Amazon real quick here in a minute, because for me, one of the most important things about this recall, because I sell things on eBay and Amazon, is after there's been a recall issued, you get in serious trouble for listing things for sale that have been recalled. Like, you make a habit out of that, and they're going to take your shit away. You're going to be done. And the thing that sucks about it is impossible for sellers to follow every single recall that could possibly come up, especially if you already have the item listed. If you're someone who has like 100,000 items listed, there's no possible way. Even if you have 1,000 items, what are you going to do? You can't track all this stuff all the time. So I just want to see if Amazon has already taken down the listing, just for my own curiosity. It says, remedy, consumers should immediately stop using the recalled drills and contact DeWALT to schedule a free inspection and repair. And again, we already mentioned no incidents reported. They're sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, other hardware stores nationwide, also on Amazon and other online retailers from September 2017 through November 2018 for between $60 and $70. So November 17 to... that's really only a year. That's like just over a year. So forget 65,000 units a year. They sold 130,000 of them things in a year. Damn. Okie dokie. Manufactured in the USA. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I expected that to say China. People hate the tools from China. Well, this was made in the USA, and look what shit happened. It's got a recall number and then the contact information if you have one of these or want more information. So I'll link this post down below. That's just for my own shits and giggles. Look up this drill and see if it's still listed on Amazon. DWD 110. I'd say it's removed. It didn't come up right away. We can look up by the UPC and get even more accurate. So when we put in the UPC code, nothing comes up at all. But I can go a step farther and actually look up in my seller account to see if they'd even let you list this item for sale. So here, looking at my seller account, you can see that I put in the UPC code for the first item. It had a 58,000 sales ranked, which is pretty good for the tools category. And normally there'd be a button here that allows you to create the listing, but it says this product is not eligible for sale by third-party sellers. When I click Y, it doesn't really give us any additional information. It says beauty brands are restricted, DVDs are restricted, suppressed products. So it doesn't give us any specific information on why this particular item is not able to list. We can check the other UPC real quick. The second UPC doesn't show up at all. Absolutely nothing comes up. And I don't know, it could be because of the recall, or it could just be the last UPC. It could be because of the recall, or it could just be that Amazon has blocked third-party sellers from listing all sorts of brands over the last 2 years. So it's hard to determine which one of those is causing our problem. You can see on eBay, there's 13 people currently selling these things, so they're running a little bit of a risk if anyone were to report them, or once eBay catches on that, hey, there's a recall here, we need to remove all of these. And these are people going directly off the UPC. I don't know why they got some girl just there hanging out. Okay. So, anyways, guys, link down below for more information. Thought it'd be beneficial to let people know in case you have one of these drills. Unfortunately, you can't get a new drill out of the deal. All they're going to do is repair, which doesn't even seem like a very extensive repair. Unless, I would imagine, if your tool is already damaged, well, they're probably still just going to change the wiring. It's probably just some... Anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll inspect it for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Give the video a like, subscribe for another subscriber, and I'll see you guys next time.